Welcome back, everybody, to the Two Man Podcast. How you doing, Carl?
Dude, I'm doing great. Welcome to the Two Man Podcast. We actually have our headphones on today. Let's see how long that lasts. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
we're back up and running. Last week filled with plenty of technical difficulties, but I figured this out about 30 seconds before the show. So let's see how it goes. Want to know the
Hell yeah.
genius thing I did to figure it out?
Of course.
So the USB adapter into the Mac, I flipped it upside down and put it in the other way. So as soon as I said that, Carl, that's why I said we got to get rolling because we'll
We
see how
just
much
gotta
we got out of
start.
it.
Dude, who needs a genius bar? You got Tyler Garnett over here.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So, happy late Memorial Day, folks. Hopefully, everyone
Yes.
had a lot of fun this past weekend, either at Fire Island, where probably everyone on Long Island was, or
Yeah, that's
at the
crazy.
beach, or doing anything else. But yeah, I know, I had a lot of fun. I got to come down to the island.
Yeah, dude, I was happy you came down. We had a nice chill night Friday night, me and you.
Yep.
And then did you do anything crazy Saturday? I just worked.
Nothing too crazy. I had a couple of my friends, Nick and Matt, over, and we had a barbecue since Memorial Day weekend is, as the Basement Yard boys like to say, the sort of dog sucking season.
Start of
Uh,
dog sucking
so
season,
we had our
baby.
nice barbecue. We made our hot dogs, our burgers, had a couple beers, sat around the fire, sat with my family. So we had a good time catching up, chillaxing. So nothing too crazy. And then Saturday, I had a triple header of barbecues. My
That's
my
wild.
yeah, my grandparents came over, so we had some ribs, burgers, and dogs there. I went over to my other friend Joe's house, had some ribs and burgers and dogs there. And then I went over to Langus's house to meet you guys and had some more beers, burgers, and dogs.
So
So,
how many dogs would you say that you sucked down this weekend?
uh, well, three on Saturday, and I think I had at least one or two at each place. So I had about six or seven hot
S-
dogs this weekend. So
Those are
definitely a
some
good
good
kickoff to the
dog sucking
season.
numbers.
Yes, definitely a good start to the season. What about you? How many hot dogs you start off with?
I only had two.
All right. Are
Yeah,
you
I
more
had
of a
some.
hot dog or burger guy?
I'm more of a burger guy. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
No, that's fair.
I would say I'm the Memorial Day is the start of my sucking, not even sucking patties. I would just say shoving patties in my face.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's good.
But
That's good.
yeah, I had a burger at Langus's and a dog. And then I think the next day, Monday, on actual Memorial Day, I had a
Hmm.
burger, a chicken burger, and a dog.
Ooh,
I went
nice,
to
nice,
town.
nice. Yeah, Memorial Day. I didn't do anything too crazy. But yeah, the worst thing we could have done with when having burgers, hot dogs, and a couple beers is doing any physical activity. And
Which is all we did.
yeah, Langus has a nice turf field in his backyard, so we were playing very intense games of volleyball. Had some good volleys going, and let me tell you, after every single point, I was huffing and puffing.
Dude, I had so much fun though. It was a
Oh,
great
it's a
time.
great time every time. It brings out the best in you. There's something about that field. It's like the field of dreams. You
Yeah,
get that
literally.
spirit in you. And even if you're not good at volleyball, you're good that night.
I was just talking so much trash. Langus got mad. Like
That night,
Langus was really getting, yeah, you could tell like in his voice he was getting a little chippy at me.
yeah.
And I was just
But
like, my
it's
bad, bro.
yeah, he gets pretty chippy, and it's only because me and Carl's team on paper was better, but I think we lost every single game.
Dude, we played so well
It
too.
doesn't make any sense.
Dude, you know what was funny though? Miner and Seba,
Hmm.
they were talking shit about Spike Ball,
Yeah,
and I'm like, dude, doesn't matter who I have, I'm going to win. And
yeah,
they're like, nah, it's not true. The first two games I played them before I was like, like a little bit too drunk,
yeah.
whipped their ass, beat their ass. Me and Cullen, bro.
Oh,
I mean,
oh,
Cullen played really well, but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
let's be real. No offense to Cullen, but if we're to like draft somebody to play with, not everybody's picking Cullen first overall here.
Yeah,
Right.
I haven't seen his game too much to pick him right away, but seems like he's going up the depth chart.
Nah, I gotta say he played really well, but we spanked these boys, guys.
Nice.
Dude, I'm telling you, I honestly think I could go pro in spike ball. Hot take, but like when I'm on, I'm on. Like I'm grabbing everything,
Yeah, yeah.
spanking everything, lefty, righty, anything. Anyway,
I'm
offhand.
I'm all right. I'll give you the effort, but yeah, I've seen some guys who are crazy. They're like, you look like a wizard, and all of a sudden they hit it with the left hand, and you think you have them. You lightly tap it, then you go in and they spike it on you.
Yeah, no, I've seen some crazy like I don't know if I can do any like the crazy stuff. I just
Yeah.
feel like I'm a very balanced player and I'll find a way to win.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm definitely more of a can jam over spike ball kind of girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
kind of
if
girl. I like
yeah,
how you said kind of girl.
kind of girl. I anytime it's can jam or spike ball, I'd rather play can jam. I'm better at it. I've slotted it a few times. I can hit the can, hit it in. Spike ball, I think it's just probably because it's more physical.
Yeah, probably. I mean, can jam's fun though, especially when you're playing with a beer in your hand and you have to only play with one hand.
Oh, I never played like that.
Really? You know, yeah, that way is fun. You play that's basically why it was created like the way that it
Hmm.
is it's created to play with a beer in your hand and you can only play with one hand, so you just throw and then only hit with one hand.
I see. That
That
makes
was
sense.
definitely a little harder, but honestly a little bit more laxed
Yeah.
because I mean you have definitely played people who just take it way too seriously.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, but one of the least favorite things about Memorial Day weekend and the start of summer, the mosquitoes.
Yeah, I heard that that was a rough one for you, huh?
Yeah, ever since I was younger. I was talking to Carl earlier in the day, and I asked if he got killed by mosquitoes, and he said maybe not really, like one or two bites.
Yeah, nothing crazy for me.
Yeah, it hit me this morning. I counted. I got about 20 bites on me.
20
Yeah,
bites.
and it's not even like I do anything too crazy. We were all doing the same exact thing. They really just come after me.
Dude, my dad had the same problem. He always used to say that he had sweet blood. That's why they always liked,
Yeah,
going after him.
that's why I like to say is I'm too sweet.
Yeah, you must be too sweet, man.
Yeah, especially when I was younger too. I was such a baby with them. Like if I was sitting outside enjoying like the time in the backyard, I got bit like if I got bit like two times, three times, I'm like, I gotta go inside. Have a good night, everyone. Like I was such a baby with it.
What kind of cologne you wearing?
None.
Oh,
I'm just I'm a straight deodorant kind of guy.
what's kind of funny? Actually, they speak of that. The reason why I asked is I saw an a TikTok where they were interviewing an old a Yankee. I forget who exactly it
Hmm.
was. But it was a story where there was a night they were playing and the bugs were just killing them. Like they had to go out, like spray the players on the
Oh,
field. Like
I believe not Giambi. What's the other guy? Jabba Chamberlain. Was
yes,
it
it was
in
Jabba
Cleveland?
Chamberlain.
Yep, yep.
Yes. It was Jabba Chamberlain. They were in Cleveland and the mosquitoes were absolutely killing them.
Yeah.
And Jabba tells a story where Joe Torre goes, "Hey, like in the press conference, just say, yeah, I was wearing like Derek Jeter's clone, Twitter or and driver, and that's why the mosquitoes were just attached to it, right?" So he
Yeah.
says in this press conference, just like to mess with Jeter,
Hmm.
and Jeter plays like a really funny joke on him
Hmm.
where like Jeter like usually all the time is like on the field when Java's pitching was like talking to him, but he
Yeah, yeah,
pretended to be like mad at him.
yeah.
So then the next day, like the next day that he played, um, he got a Macy envelope, and inside it like said, just so you know, stocks have been down ever since you said that, like like plummeted of the like over $200 million worth of the cologne just like plummeted overnight.
Absolutely,
Nobody's
yeah.
buying the
Absolutely
cologne.
tanked.
Like and yeah, Jabba was like, "What?" Like he's like, "I literally ruined like so much money for Derek Jeter." And like back then, like 200, I mean 200 million now is a lot, but 200 million then that was a
Oh,
big
of
deal, you
course,
know?
yeah, yeah. Even bigger,
And
yeah.
yeah, like and he was like Jabba was like so afraid to see Jeter, and he then apparently they're running out onto the field and Jeter goes, "Yo, by the way, he waited until his next start, so like 6 games."
Jeez.
Yeah, so his next start, he's running out on the field, and Jeter goes, "Yeah, by the way, that envelope, everything about it is fake." And he was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, I was just messing with you, dude."
That's awesome. Yeah, I remember watching the special on Jeter, the documentary, the captain, and he was
Yeah.
sneaky funny. Like he wasn't like just a big outgoing person, but he was quiet, kept to himself. But he was a jokester on that team for sure.
Oh no, definitely, man. He's definitely one of the New York legends for that. He did it right, you know. He's
Yeah,
doing kind of what Judge is doing now. He's
yeah.
just quietly being a captain, doing small things. I saw something recently that Judge like for Volpe, they were going their first like away trip.
Hmm.
Uh Jeter or Judge paid for all of Volpe's suits that he was going to wear
That's
on
awesome.
the away trip. He basically was like had a conversation with Volpe. He was like, "Hey, I have my tailor." Sent him to his tailor, and Volpe was like, "All right, like I'm just gonna have to spend a couple of $1,000 like on suits because
Yeah.
they don't buy cheap in the major leagues. They
Oh, of
pay."
course not.
And then apparently, when at the end after he's picking out his suits, like Volpe like goes to pay, and he goes, "No, Judge got you." And I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
dude, that's a really sick story. I mean, like, first of all, Judge, $300 million man, so he should
Yeah,
be doing that,
he should be.
But
Well, that's not the only thing
still,
I heard he bought Volpe. I heard he bought him a Xbox or PS5 so they can
so they
all
could
play
game
together as
together.
a team. Yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah. No, Judge does it right. It's hard to hate him.
Yeah, it's a big thing for those guys though. Gaming. I
Yeah,
know. What team was it that that what team was it that they were playing and they like contributed all their success? Oh, wasn't it the Warriors?
I'm trying to think. I thought it was the Lakers, but I know there was a team like during in the bubble. I think the Heat.
Yeah, but there was also one recently where they were playing like they absolutely destroyed them the next game, and they were like, "Yo, it was because we played with Warzone." Oh no, it was the Chiefs
Oh
during
yeah,
the
yeah,
football
that's right.
season.
Kelsey was
Yeah,
talking
like
about it. Yeah,
Mahomes, Kelsey, Juju, and Hardman all hopped on a Warzone match. They won like 2 or 3 games that night. The
yeah,
next game, they absolutely lighted up, and they
yeah.
basically said it was because of the chemistry the night before, just playing Warzone until like 2 in the morning before
See,
game day.
see, that's awesome. See, we are like Pat Mahomes and all those guys.
That's what I'm
We're the same
saying,
people.
dude. Literally, we play video games till 2 a.m. when we have to wake up at work for 8 a.m.
Yeah, exactly.
Same
So
thing.
they're the same as us.
Yeah, dude. It's awesome. I love seeing that, dude. But
Yeah,
um yeah, that actually brings us into our next topic though. We got sports, right? Let's start off with you first. We got a lot of big playoff season series going on.
yeah.
So let's start with the NHL, Tyler. I mean, this is your department. I know very little about hockey, but
Yeah.
how they
No,
doing
of
over there?
course. I mean, yeah, sending it over to just a little sports talk segment here. The NHL Stanley Cup is finally set. With the Golden Knights beating the Stars last night, beating them in the series in 6 games. They were up 3-0, and almost the Stars tried to pull off the reverse sweep. Won the next two, but then the Knights finished it off, winning 6-0 on the road last night. So now we got the Panthers, who are kind of the definitely the underdog of the playoffs. They knocked off the Bruins in the first round, who Bruins had the best regular season of all time. Knocked them off in seven. Can't remember who they beat off the top of my head right now. They beat the Maple Leafs in the next round.
Yep.
Another nice powerhouse. And then they go on and they who they just beat. They beat another good team here. And now they move on to the finals, an eighth seed who barely slipped in. They slipped in by 1 point over the Penguins. So now we got the
Wow.
Panthers. Yeah. So now we got the Panthers and the Golden Knights. Golden Knights have only started their franchise like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I remember when we were in high school and the Golden Knights, or not high school, my first year of college, when the
College,
Golden
yeah.
Knights basically came on, and like everybody was just like, it was like a meme that everybody was rooting for the Golden Knights because they were in the playoffs. But
Yeah.
it's crazy to see that they're still contenders just year in and year out.
Yeah.
I think they've been to the playoffs every year since they became a franchise, which
Pretty
is
much. And,
ridiculous.
because they had the expansion draft where they pretty much had almost free reign to pick, the players from each team. But, each team was allowed to protect pretty much their best players. And other players were protected if they were on their rookie contracts. So they ended up picking some good guys, obviously some top name guys, but they ended up picking some like third line guys who really weren't huge contributors on their team. And they came over here, and not only are they the best players on the Knights, but they're the best players in the league. Some of them, year after year, they're having career years. So I guess it just shows. I guess maybe they got a chip on their shoulder, saying, "Ah, if this
Oh,
team doesn't want to protect me,
that's what I'm
let's."
saying. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I feel like even in any sport, if you're not wanted on a team and that they don't protect you, or even if you get traded,
yeah,
a lot of scenarios, the guy ends up playing better because
100%,
they're like, "Oh, you didn't want me? Well, I'm going to show you why you should have kept me on your team." So to
exactly.
see the Golden Knights, that it's just crazy to me. I'll
Yeah,
definitely be watching that. I usually don't watch until the Stanley Cup Finals,
yeah,
unless the Rangers are in it. That's usually just how I am with hockey. But
yeah.
like watching hockey in person or the finals playoff hockey is just freaking awesome, dude. It's
Yeah,
great.
no, it was great. And I just remembered actually that the Panthers swept the Hurricanes to get here.
Wow.
They won their first game against no they swept the Hurricanes. They won their first game in four overtimes. crazy 8 hour game. And yeah, so if I had to make a prediction, I'm gonna go Panthers in six.
Panthers
Not
in 6. Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna say Golden Knight in 7 because
Okay.
let's go Golden Knights.
Why not?
I'm hopping on the bandwagon now.
Listen. I don't hate either team. The only thing that would annoy me is I've waited almost 15 years of my life to see the Rangers win a cup, and the Knights have been around for 5 or 6 years, and this is now their second chance ever. So I'm a
Dude,
little
crazy.
bitter, but again, if I this
They
is I don't care who
they
wins.
won one at least, right?
No, they were in one. They
They were in
lost.
one, they
Yeah,
lost.
they lost
Okay.
to the Capitals that year.
That's wild.
Yeah,
I
so
hope they win, man. That'd be a cool story. They
yeah, it would
definitely
be a cool story. They have definitely you have to watch. Have you ever seen their like intros to games?
yeah, I
On the
have.
ice, man. Oh my
Hmm.
God, they're unbelievable. It looks like a whole performance. It's like a 30
Yeah.
minute pregame when they have the night come on and slaying the other team. They do it
Well,
right
that's what
there
they
in Vegas.
do. Yeah, that's what all these Vegas teams are doing now. I mean, even with the A's speculating that they're going to be going to Vegas, I
Yeah,
can't wait to see what's going to happen with that.
yeah,
Um, Vegas is up and coming, you know. You have the Raiders who just moved there, the Knights who just recently got there, we just talked about, but it'd
yeah.
be cool to see if the A's went there. And I'm pretty sure I was seeing something that said that they want to also expand the NBA, and the two cities would be Seattle and Vegas.
In Vegas, it
So
could be. I
that'd
know
be pretty
Vegas. I
cool.
know Vegas has a WNBA team too that
Yeah.
acquired a lot of stars this offseason.
Yeah, they're the Aces, right? That's
Yeah,
very
I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I think they're the Vegas Aces. That's a very, good name for a casino town.
Yeah, exactly. And then in the other finals, I mean, we got the Heat and we got the Nuggets. Nice seeing the Heat absolutely obliterate and annihilate the Celtics last night at TD
Dude,
Garden. Nothing better.
excuse my French, but fuck the Celtics. Thank God they lost.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, like a little part of me was kind of hoping the Celtics won.
yeah,
Just like a very small percentage. Like I'm gonna say
like
if it was
1%.
100%, it's gonna be like negative, like it's gonna be below one. It's
Yes.
gonna be close to zero. But it was pretty cool to see the Heat win. In my opinion, I'm like as a Knicks fan, I'm like shit, dude. If we had just gone past the Heat and to see the way the Celtics played, it could have been possible the Knicks could have been in the same situation the Heats are in.
It could have been.
But it's cool to see that Jimmy Butler is just absolutely a menace and he's just carrying this team to the
Yeah,
finals.
yeah.
Um, but I think it's going to be really tough for them and against Jokic. That guy is a absolute
Unbelievable.
stud. Have you seen the meme? Sorry, before you give your take
You're
about
good.
like they're like yeah like um they lost to this guy and it's like a picture of Jokic when he was like 12 years old and he's just like fat and
Oh yeah,
chubby.
he's like a small, chubbier dude and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
those
I,
are my
I
favorite memes.
I don't know if you've ever seen, but like he was such a late round draft pick that he wasn't even like announced on stage. He was announced during
Really?
a Taco Bell commercial. Like you just like at first like the name just popped up on the bottom. It's like Nuggets select in the like fourth or fifth round, Nikola Jokic, and it's just like cool. But listen, back to
That's
back
so
MVP two
crazy.
years ago, close to winning a third this year, and yeah, I don't think they really have anyone that can stop him. I know they have Bam on the Heat, but he's not even that tall to go toe to toe with him. And the Heat, I was watching for the first time like all playoffs, but the Heat are a small team compared
Yeah.
to Jokic and the rest of them. And Murray, nice counterpart to Jokic, he's dropping like 30 points a game.
Dude,
So
he's like quietly like under the radar, one of the best players in the league, and nobody talks about him.
yeah, I mean, yeah, because he was pretty banged up the last 2 years. So, but now he's come back, and yeah, no one's talking about him. That's how good Jokic is doing.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, it's hard to count out the Heat because even with Jimmy Butler doing good, they even had Caleb Martin and Gabe Vincent. I mean, they were knocking down every single shot last night.
Yeah, dude. Get the one game against the Knicks, I was pissed. I was watching that game. It was Gabe Vincent and freaking Martin. They were drilling every shot, and Jimmy Butler wasn't even in. I'm like, why is this even possible? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, that would make me so mad as a fan of the opposing team if I was like, all we have to do is stop Jimmy Butler, and all he does is drop 20, and the other guys are dropping like 30 points. It's
Yeah,
like, it's got to be frustrating for the other team when your game plan is to stop Jimmy, and you kind of do, and then the other guys pop off.
dude. In that game too that I was just talking about, that was the game that Jimmy didn't play.
Oh yeah,
and that was ridiculous. I was like, how are they doing this? And the best player isn't even on the court
yeah. No, I was
from
upset.
both sides, you know?
Yeah, I think Martin had like close to 30 last night. I saw him hit at least five or six threes. So,
Yeah.
yeah, if I had to take a prediction there, I'll go Nuggets in six for that one.
Yeah, honestly, I might even go the same, but maybe even one less game. I'm gonna say Nuggets in five because they just absolutely destroyed the team they played. They played the Lakers. They freaking swept them, man.
Yeah,
And LeBron, he basically hinted at retiring just so people don't know that he got swept.
yeah,
But yeah, I think Nuggets are gonna win this, unfortunately. But you know what? I would not count out the Heat. Like
can.
if I had like $1 million just to waste right now and just put on the Heat, I think I would, just for the off chance that they could win, and it would just be a crazy underdog win, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, look at it. Both Florida teams pretty similar. Panthers and Heat all playoffs and all season and still in the finals coming in as underdogs.
Yeah.
So
I
they
mean, the
could put
Heat
up a
was the
run.
eighth seed. The Heat
Yeah,
was
Heat
the
were
eighth
the
seed.
eight
What was the
seed, Panthers were
Panthers?
eight seed.
No way. That's
So
wild.
both Florida teams, they got their shot to have a big. That would be a party in South Beach, all right,
Dude,
if those teams
imagine
win.
if both those teams won.
Yeah, I would
Dude,
even go down there for that.
we would have to podcast that. We would have to go and vlog the crap out of that parade.
Yeah, we have that parade would probably happen in about 2 3 weeks. So if you guys want to start raising some money, buy some merch, get us
Yeah,
down to
buy some
South Beach
merch.
right now if they
We'll
both
start a,
win.
we're starting a GoFundMe right after this podcast drops.
Yeah,
Carl and Tyler's trip to Miami. The
must get
two-man
Colin
trip.
Tyler to South Beach. Are they big fans of the teams? No. Will they have a fun time recording? Yes.
Will they party? Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh, but one last thing before we get off the sports, I wanted to talk about LeBron real quick. How
Mm,
we talked about that quick. I saw a a theory that the reason why he's saying that he wants to retire
mm,
is because how I explained about the Vegas teams, how they were thinking about expanding. So, the president of the NBA, what's his name again?
Adam Silver.
Adam Silver basically said that within the next couple of years, they're going to want to try and, you know, starting the process of the expansion teams. But
Okay.
apparently, the rumor is that it's a lot sooner than people think. Like when they say couple, people think probably not for like another 5 years. Like this
Probably.
may happen within the next 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
So the theory right now is because last year they just implemented a brand new rule that active players can be owners of NBA teams. Like
Really?
this just was implemented within the last like year of the
No.
NBA.
No
So
way.
first of all,
What?
why like so
Why would you make
people's
that rule?
exactly people's theories are like, first of all, why would anybody make that rule? The only person who physically is in the NBA right now that could even think about buying a team is LeBron James.
LeBron. Yeah.
He's the only one that could go in with like a partner group. Like he's the only one who's made that much money to even
Yeah.
significantly be a head of an organization.
Yeah, and plus there's no current like GMs or presidents of teams that are
Exactly.
going to make a comeback. I mean,
No.
all of them are like 50, 60, 70-year-old own presidents. So
Exactly.
none of those
Yeah.
guys are coming back. So,
Exactly. So yeah, so the theory is that the two teams they're thinking about for the NBA is either Vegas
uh
or Seattle. LeBron is going to take the year off, get his body ready, and because he has noticed now that since he lost, like this was his probably best chance with the Lakers to win. Like they
probably.
made it all the way to the conference finals and lost.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to waste his body and his energy on another losing season or another failed attempt at a championship. So he's given up that goal of his. So his next goal would be to take the year off, get his body right, invest in a team, and it would be ready for when Bronny is eligible for draft day.
Yeah.
LeBron would be the owner, the GM, the coach, and a player on the team. And the team would be called the Vegas Swooshes because it would be after Nike.
That name sucks.
It does suck, but this was the theory that I saw. The
Sure.
Vegas Swooshes. And LeBron would be the main player on the team, and the number one draft pick for the Vegas Swooshes would be Bronny James.
Well, how would they even get the first round pick?
I don't know how it would work, but like he would get drafted to
That
an
would be
honor.
crazy. I mean, for most teams, he was already like lead GM. He
Yeah,
was he was making all the
exactly.
moves on all those teams anyway. So now he would just have the title of it. That would be crazy. It's hard to see him take the year off though, because I know I do see where you're coming from with the rest of his body for sure. Because I know he definitely wants to try and play with Bronny. He came out and said whether Bronny wants to do that or not is up to him. You
Yeah,
would have to
exactly. I did
see.
see him say that.
But I don't know. I just don't think he would take the year off because then it just seems like people already make fun of him as is, and he's got to see the memes. He takes a year off and then comes back. I mean, I
Oh
don't know.
yeah,
I
he's
think he gets clowned a
definitely
little
one of those
more.
players that yeah, he's definitely one of those players that watches all those things too. Like there's players that stay off social media, don't see anything.
Yeah.
He's one of those players that reads every little critique about him,
Oh,
100%.
100%. 100%. I mean, I love LeBron. I'm a LeBron guy. I definitely don't think he deserves all the hate he gets.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree.
Yeah, but nah, I don't see him retiring. I see him staying at least one more season with the Lakers, finishing out his contract and figuring it out from there.
I think that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna play one more year with the Lakers, and I think he will play what. But I think what he might do is I think he's gonna stay, but I don't think he's gonna play as many games. Like he played like every game this season that he possibly could. I
True.
think he's gonna take a little bit of a step back until maybe the playoffs. Like he's gonna probably sit a lot more games. He's
Yeah.
probably gonna, you know, try to not put 100% effort in. Like you'll see, maybe he won't be scoring as many points a game. Maybe he'll just be, the facilitator. He'll just be like point guarding. He won't be trying as hard.
Yeah.
But then come postseason, we'll see, like the LeBron that we know from the past, 20 something years. And then he'll leave the Lakers and he'll go wherever Bronny goes. They're saying maybe the big one right now is the Magic. I would hate to see him go there.
Yeah, it'd be
Like, absolutely
stupid
hate it.
because that would also be weird too. Because like wherever like Bronny goes is probably gonna be on like a bottom five team
Yeah, exactly.
as of right now. I would think just because the name and he's pretty good. And then to see LeBron just like kind of go to a team like the Magic
Yeah.
or somewhere where I mean the tickets will go crazy for sure, but I don't know, it just looks weird. And then at that point, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, never know though. We'll
Yeah,
see.
I guess it's gonna
I'm
be
excited to
crazy,
see Bronny play, but only
but
time can tell.
only time can tell. Yeah, but let's switch over to our next topic. Uh, let's stick with the sports talk for just a little bit more. I saw ChatGPT made a list, I believe, the other day of like the top athletes in New York. They made a past one, top New York athletes of all time, and then they also made like top New York athletes right now. So me and Carl thought we would dive in, kind of give our top five that we think right now, and I'm sure we were super biased. So Carl, go kick it off real quick.
Dude, 100%. I'm gonna first give my honorable mention. So this is a top five.
Yes.
My honorable mention is Daniel Jones.
Okay.
I really wanted to put him on this list, because I think he is the best. I mean, quarterback we've had after Eli. I mean, he was right after Eli, but
Yeah.
he seemed like he was going to be absolute dog shit, and then he just kind of came into his own within the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Definitely want to just give him a mention there, but I would have to say my number five is going to be our New York Ranger, the goalie Igor.
Nice.
He's my number five. After him, I'm going with a newbie, even though he hasn't played one game yet in the uniform. I'm going with Aaron Rodgers as
Good.
number four.
Smart.
I think that he is, even if we were to do this like skill based, or if we were to do it, popularity wise, this is the only guy anybody is talking about right now, dude. Like
Oh yeah.
people are videoing him at Taylor Swift concerts. People are videoing him. He takes a shit somewhere. Like they love this guy that
He's
he's in
taken
New
over
York.
New York already.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and he haven't hasn't even thrown one ball yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, wild. After him, I'm going with my biased answer here, which is Pete Alonso.
Nice.
I think he is the captain of the Mets. I think they should name him captain of the Mets.
Sure.
I think that will wait a little bit. He's on pace right now to hit 60 home runs, which is absolutely ridiculous,
That'd be
even though
nice.
he's batting 220 right now. But um, I think he'll get that average up there. Then we have Jalen Brunson, who I think he kind of, I was honestly a little, wishy-washy about this guy. Not when we got him, but like to put him in the same breath as all these other guys that I just named because he only played one season.
Yeah.
But I gotta say he was that guy in the playoffs. He was
Yeah.
he was the only one who like came to play sometimes.
Yep.
Like especially that series
Literally.
against the Heat, he was the only one scoring consistently 35 points a game,
Yep.
which is nuts for a New York point guard. We haven't seen that in years.
Yep.
And then my number one undeniable is Aaron Judge. We just talked about how it's hard to hate this guy, even though me and Tyler are Mets fans. He just does everything the right way. I mean, he's on pace right now to break his home run record from last year,
Literally.
still batting like 300.
Yep.
So yeah, he had 62 home runs last year. He's like on pace right now to be close to Barry Bonds numbers, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he's just the captain of the Yankees. He's the captain of New York. He's just that guy. So, um, that's my list. So we got Judge at 1, Brunson 2, Lonzo 3, Rogers 4, and Igor 5. Honorable mention Jones.
Yeah. I have the same names in a little bit of a different order, which is
All
actually
right,
kind of crazy.
I like that. That's nice.
Yeah. So my five also is Rangers goaltender Igor Shesterkin.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I mean that team really only goes as far as he can go. I mean, he won a Vezina last season, had a little bit more of a down year this season, but picked it up, especially in the playoffs. I mean, they just couldn't get him any support, but he's definitely so far looking like the next Hank.
The
At
next
number
Hank.
four, I had a little lower. I had Jalen Brunson, only because it was his first season, but he has
Yes,
definitely taken over the hearts of New York fans. Just showing the heart in the playoffs, especially against the Heat, playing all 48 minutes in an elimination game. Doing everything he can, bringing the crowd up. Um, Definitely so far looking like the contract's worth it, but again, just year one. We'll see what year two has in store for him. And number three, I got Pete Alonso.
let's
Um,
go.
Not only has he is a big power hitter, he has upped his defense a little bit, um, and he just has so much character. He loves the city. He loves New York. He shows every day during the Derby, during the All Star game, how much he loves the city. And the Mets, they gotta lock him up long term soon,
I
and
hope
maybe
they
even
do,
name him the
man. I hope they
captain.
do.
And number two, I'm putting him a little higher. I'm going Aaron Rodgers.
Damn.
The popularity he already has. I mean, Jets fans haven't been this excited for a quarterback since I don't even know when.
I don't think they've been excited for a player.
Yeah,
Like
I
this is ridiculous
you
the
could
amount
you
of reach he has right now.
yeah, I mean this is one of the biggest trades in all of New York sports, you could argue. I mean, Carmelo Anthony comes to mind obviously when, they get him. There's probably a couple other that I haven't thought of yet, but just, Aaron Rodgers, Jets coming off a tough season last year mainly because of that quarterback play. And, Rodgers has taken on the city. He went to like 6 playoff games at the Garden between the Rangers and Knicks. He's at Taylor Swift. He's playing, hanging out with the teammates. I haven't seen the smile on Rodgers' face in a long, long time like this. So,
Yeah, dude, me neither.
of course, his first appearance at MetLife Stadium ever is a Taylor Swift concert. I am hoping he can have some good moments as a player. So we shall see.
uh,
And then I'm with you at number one. I mean, Aaron Judge, one of the best players, not just in the city, I hate to say, but also in the game of baseball. I mean, last night I watched him hit 2 home runs, rob another home run. When that Yankees lineup has
ridiculous.
IKF in it and Higashioka and guys
Yeah,
like used to have Hicks and Donaldson, but they would still win because they had a guy like Aaron Judge in it. So, that says a lot. So, 1 to 5, I'll say it again: Judge, Rogers, Alonzo, Brunson, and Igor.
nice, dude. Yeah, I would have to agree. Same thing. I mean, we had the same five guys. Those are the guys in New York right now. Hopefully they can bring a championship to New York. I don't care who
Please,
does it. Just
somebody,
somebody do it.
please.
I just
Yeah,
want to go to the parade, man.
yeah.
Like that would be
I
awesome.
know. I don't want to see all these other teams winning anymore. I don't want to see Boston in the finals. I don't want to see
Yeah,
Philly do good. I want to see a New York team represent for once.
exactly, dude. Exactly.
Yeah. Are you sorry, wanted to ask you a quick question. I just remember. Are you the type of guy if the team beats yours in the playoffs, are you going to root hard against them or root for them?
That's a good question. Uh, I think it depends.
Hmm.
Like in this case with Miami, I'm rooting more for them because they beat our team.
Yeah,
Because like I want to see the team that beat our team, win it. But if it's like a team that I like genuinely hate, like for example, say if it was like the Phillies or Atlanta,
yeah.
I would hope they freaking lose immediately.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. There's some people I know or I've heard they're like, oh, if they beat us, like I hope they win it all because then we lost to like the champions or something. And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
I've heard that take before, but I think it's kind
yeah,
of bullshit.
nah, yeah, no, I don't like that either. Especially like when the Dodgers beat the Giants in the playoffs, or like when the Lightning keep beating the Rangers. I'm like, I want to see you guys lose.
Exactly, exactly.
I
When
don't
it's
want to see you
teams
guys
you
celebrate
hate.
anymore. You
Yeah,
already cost our team. I don't want to see you celebrate. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, especially with the, I mean, more recent one with the Heat and Knicks. I was like, all right, I gotta give them props. They were the 8 seed, when especially
true.
when it's like they're not like supposed to win and they win.
Yeah,
I tip my cap more. I'm like,
fair,
there you go.
fair.
Good for you guys. Go win
Yeah,
it all now.
yeah. No, true. Just a quick question I had.
Yeah, no, good one. Um, so on to our next topic. I'll start us off, Tyler.
Please do. The
Um,
movie enthusiast.
yeah, the movie enthusiast myself. I just saw Fast X last night. I try and see as many as I possibly can because I just absolutely love the movies. Um, So this summer they have been saying is probably one of the biggest like blockbuster summers that we've had in a long time. A lot of people bring up like 2012 or 2002, a bunch of really big summers for blockbusters. Even 2016 was a big year for blockbuster movies, but this one kind of like shatters those ones too.
Yeah.
Just to name, starting off with Guardians that came out in the beginning of May, you know, uh, that kind of just started us off. Fast X just came out last week. Um, Little Mermaid just came out
Yep.
this past weekend as well. Definitely not going to see that one though. I'll wait for that one to come out on Disney Plus. But this weekend we got Across the Spider-Verse, which looks like is going to be an all-time movie. Some people are saying that it's going to be the Empire Strikes Back of superhero movies,
Wow.
which is very, very,
Some high
very high
praise right
praise.
there.
That's
Yeah.
like some like from a movie standpoint, like not a lot of sequels are as good as Empire. So
Hmm.
to see the praise from that, I've seen not just from like one content creator on TikTok, I've seen it from like three or four,
Yeah.
like wild. But yeah, that comes out June 2nd. Right after that, next week we have the brand new Transformers movies. I don't know, were you a big fan of the old Transformer movies with
I've
Megan Fox and
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf and of course Michael Bay exploding everything in sight
Yeah,
during
I
those
saw the
movies?
first couple of them. I liked them. I never was too big into Transformers, but I like
Yeah,
the first two or three I think I've seen.
no, I think those ones are definitely the best, and then they kind of fell off. I actually recently just watched Bumblebee, which has Haley Steinfeld in it, my girl, I had to
Yeah.
go give that a watch. But that one was really good, and a lot of like people like also critically and like a lot of fans really like that one.
Hmm.
So it's going this new trilogy that they're making of the Transformers is going off of that Bumblebee movie,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool. So very excited for that one. Also, quick side note, just to kind of mix movies and sports together. We talked about this on the phone, but Haley Steinfeld and Josh Allen were seen having
Yeah.
dinner with each other.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm really upset about that, dude. Like, I honestly don't get upset when like celebrities start dating other people, but for some reason, when I saw Haley Steinfeld was off the market now dating Josh Allen, I kind of wanted to cry a little bit. Just like a little part of my soul died.
You think that is what ruined your chance so far?
I think so. I think so. I think she knows me, definitely, the two-man podcast, but
Nothing. Yeah, she was probably like right on you. She was so close, and then Josh Allen broke up with his girlfriend and swooped in and was like, "Ah, I'll come back to Carl later."
yeah, honestly, man, I'm okay with being the sloppy seconds to Josh Allen with Haley Steinfeld. So, Haley, if you end up seeing this clip on TikTok or something when I do post it, hit me up, send us a DM the two-man podcast. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, very excited to see Transformers. Following that, we have Element, which also comes out June 16th. There's a new Disney movie. Looks cool concept. It's about like water and fire, like, you know, being together. Pretty cool. Then after that, we have the Flash movie that has a very big debate on the same day, June 16th, about, a lot of controversy about Ezra Miller, if it's
Yeah,
going to
I
be a good
remember
movie
that.
or not. I mean, everybody who's seen it recently says it's absolutely amazing. I'm personally going to go see it to go see Michael Keaton.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
that's cool to see him back as Batman.
cool to see him back as Batman. I mean, those original Batman movies, they were good for their time. I mean, if they were to put out those movies now, everybody would be like, "What is this?"
Yeah,
But
of
like,
course.
those are like, I was talking about it with my dad the other day. He's like, like Michael Keaton is his Batman,
Yeah,
so it's cool to see them kind of put like, because I would consider our Batman like Christian Bale, so or
yeah,
Ben Affleck. It's cool to see them kind of merging, those two generations of
yeah,
people
yeah.
loving Batman
I
together.
agree.
Um, Personal favorite of myself. Extraction 2 also comes out on that same day on Netflix with Chris Hemsworth. So that one's gonna be a really good movie. Did you see the first one or no?
Yeah, I saw it. It was a while ago, so I don't remember the whole thing.
I mean, I thought it was great though. Chris Hemsworth, absolutely amazing in that movie. I saw actually
Didn't
a
he die
inter
in that movie?
yeah, I mean, spoiler alert, they're making a second one. He
Well,
lives
yeah,
at the
obviously,
end.
yeah, that's the
He
biggest.
he like died, and at the end they alluded to him surviving. So I think like the
And
whole first half of this movie is showing how he survived.
so they spoiled the movie. Gotcha.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically. I mean, they spoiled the movie by making a second one and showing Chris Hemsworth in the trailer. So
I mean, yeah, but you really can't make a second one without him, so you
yeah,
have to
exactly.
you have to spoil it.
I saw something though that they were interviewing him for this movie, and they asked him like if they were to do another Thor movie, would they want to bring any elements over from the Extraction movie over to Thor?
Hmm.
And he said, if we were to do another Thor movie, I would love to do like action sequences like I do in this movie for Thor. I'm like, dude, that would be freaking sick. Because
Yeah.
apparently in this movie they have a 10-minute long take of an action scene that it was a one take. They
Wow.
didn't they didn't cut at all. They just did it all in one take, and they just like the camera follows you around, like follows Chris Hemsworth around the whole time. So
Wow.
really excited to see that. After that, another movie I'm really excited to see is No Hard Feelings with Jennifer
That looks funny.
Lawrence. It looks really funny, and they
Yeah.
actually filmed it at where I work.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's right.
yeah, I don't know if I told this story. It was a really funny story. Um, so I had to be there when they were like creating the set, and then I had to be there a couple of days when they were actually filming. So I was like one of the main people who they had like a set coordinator. I was like the main contact with their set coordinator.
Yeah.
Even when I wasn't there, they were texting me to like text Langus or Barbara or whoever was on site to like, get the message across if they couldn't find them. So I'm standing there in the lobby of the mansion talking to the set coordinator, like asking if they need anything from me. This is like their second or third day of shooting at the mansion.
Hmm.
And next thing I know, Jennifer Lawrence starts walking by me,
Let's go.
and
Let's
I
go.
look her right in the eyes and I just smile, just give her a little nod because I was
Oh
trying to be as professional as possible
yeah.
because I was literally still in a conversation with the set coordinator. So I'm like talking how I'm talking to you, and I kind of just look at her, smile, and give her a little head nod, and then
Start
you know,
sweating.
yeah, and then she like gives me a little wave,
Sure.
and I literally wanted to die. I was like, dude, no way. That
That's
is awesome.
You said she was
And
shorter in person, right?
yeah, she's when you like how tall do you think she is by looking at the movies and stuff?
She's like seems like a taller like actress. So I always
Right?
saw like 5'8" at
Yeah,
least.
I mean, yeah,
Like at the max.
I would say she was wearing heels and she was my height.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'7".
Yeah. That's
But like
crazy.
I would have thought she was like 5'8", and then with
On
heels
like
she's like
flat,
closer,
yeah.
yeah, and then with heels she's probably closer to like 6 feet,
Yeah.
especially in those, X-Men movies where she literally doesn't wear any clothes in those movies. She just
Oh,
wears
as
like,
Mystique and
as
everything. Yeah, she's all
Mystique,
blue.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she's never wearing heels or anything in that. So I was always like, dude, she's got to be like way taller. No, she's
Yeah.
like
I guess
she's probably got to be like 5'5",
geez, yeah, I guess it's gotta be the camera work
five
then.
six. Yeah,
It's
it's
gotta be the
crazy.
camera work.
It's got to be the camera work.
Yeah, sorry, just sidetrack here. I know you said you kind of gave it like a little head nod. You know what I thought about? Or I saw someone talk about this and I do it and now I'm self-conscious about it. So like if you know somebody and you say like what's
Yeah.
up to them, you give them like a little what's up, like a
Yeah, like
up
this.
nod.
Yeah.
But if you don't know them and you're just being nice and you walk past them, you kind of give them like a head down nod, right? Every single time. I do it every single time. I've been doing it. Now that I'm conscious about it, I still do it. It's the craziest thing.
That just unlocked like a piece of my brain
Yeah.
that just yeah, what the hell?
Yeah. Like if
I
I see
literally
you
just
and
went
you're
through
busy.
every I just went
Yeah.
through every scenario that I've ever done that in within the span of like 2 milliseconds. And
Yeah.
yeah, I do that.
Yeah, literally. If you're walking down the street, or if say you're busy talking to someone else, and say I just walked into your house, I'll give you like a little head nod, little hey, how's it going?
How you
Yeah,
doing? Yeah.
up. But if I'm like say walking down the stairs out of my apartment, someone else is walking down, just a little. I might give
Yeah,
them. I
it's like
might
this.
mumble. I might mumble, and they might not understand what I'm saying. But I'm like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, hey, what's up?
It's always down.
How
Yeah,
you
yeah,
doing?
exactly. Always down.
So,
It's the craziest thing, right?
yeah, that's actually
I just want to see
wild.
if you do the same thing. I think
I
everyone does.
definitely do the same
I
thing.
don't get it, but
It
someone
must be
pointed
a
out once.
subconscious thing that this is like, yo, how you doing? And then
Yeah,
this
like,
is,
hey, I know
hey, how
you.
you doing?
Hey, I don't know you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's more of an honor. Like,
Yeah, yeah. You're being knighted.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
That is wild, actually. Damn.
Yeah, thought I'd slide that in there real
No,
quick for you.
that's a good one because yeah, me and Jennifer. You know what's funny though? I think I did do this to Jennifer Lawrence, which is like kind
Com-
of
the confidence was there, though. The confidence was there
yeah,
at
I guess
least.
the confidence is there, but it's kind of going against my norm. Maybe it's because I see her all the time in like movies and stuff, so she's not
Maybe.
technically
So,
a
like, she is
stranger.
kind of known to
Maybe
you. I
it's
gotta
like
look up her height real
subconscious.
quick. Now I'm curious.
Yeah, no, she's definitely got to be 5'5". What?
5'9".
What?
It says 5'9", sir.
No, there's no way, dude. She would literally walked past me and she was like my height.
It says
Unless
five
I'm
nine.
now 5'9". Unless I've grown over the
Yeah,
past.
that's my height. She's 5'9". That's what it's. Wait, hold on. Now this one says 5'7.5". Now hold
Yes,
on.
that would make sense.
All right, so there's two different heights for her. Some say 5'9", some say 5'7.5", some say 5'8". So,
All right, I'm going with she's 5'7". She's like
I
my
mean, you
height.
saw it live, so
Yeah, I'm going with they always do that like Chris Evans like they say he's 6'1". I'm pretty sure or 6'1" or 6'2". I'm pretty sure he's only like 6 foot. Like he's not a tall guy like super tall guy either. He's like
yeah.
average size.
How did Jennifer Lawrence go deaf? While performing the
Wait,
film's underwater
what?
stunts, Lawrence suffered from an ear infection that resulted in a brief loss of hearing. Oh, what kind of clickbait is that? Sorry. Keep going.
No,
Sorry, I
but
missed some
yeah,
news on her.
to get back to again, no hard feelings. June 23rd, following week or 2 weeks after Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny,
Yep.
which I think is going to be the biggest flop ever. I
Oh.
yeah, hot take.
Oh my God.
Yeah, hot take. I think it's going to be the biggest flop ever. I think people are going to go and watch this movie because it's Indiana Jones.
Oh,
Like,
of
so
course.
it's not going to flop in the box office, but I think people are going to be really pissed that they went to go see this movie because I've seen early reviews. Like IGN, they're pretty good of their reviews. They gave it like a 2 out of 5, which
Wow.
is like not good
Not great. I mean,
because
like, how good could it be? I know the other Indiana Jones movies are great, but it's years apart. Like, once you get to like starting like a fifth movie, sixth movie, like
yeah, I
it's
would
never as
agree.
good. Even the sequels sometimes are hit or miss. These were good, all the Indiana Jones movies. But even
Yeah.
four, was that Crystal Skull? I heard that
Yeah,
one
for
was,
Crystal Skull was like eh. Like
yeah.
the best one is the second one, is Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it the
Um
biggest flop because I mean, obviously the movie Dune is a thing.
yeah, okay. All right. No, this is gonna be a bigger flop than Dune.
No,
I'm telling you right now. It's gonna bring in less money. We're gonna come back to this June in July after the movie has come out,
sure,
and we are going to compare the opening box office between Dune and Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny. We're gonna see which movie
sure,
was
but also
better.
let's see who gets the most hate because people probably went to that movie because they wanted to see the star-studded cast, and then they walked in, and they were like, meh.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I think it's gonna be a flop, but Harrison Ford is the freaking man.
Yes,
Um, After that, Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise, Dead Reckoning Part 1. That comes out July 12th. That movie is probably like I don't know if you're a Mission Impossible fan. I honestly don't know if I've watched all of them, but all I know is that Tom Cruise is 60 years old and he is still doing his own stunts and
yeah.
it's freaking
I,
amazing.
I saw one of him jumping off a cliff the other day, and it was
Yeah, that's
absolutely
that's the one
nuts.
that he did for apparently they did that take 17 times
I saw
in
that. That
one
was
day.
that was nuts, man. That was nuts how he did that.
Yeah, crazy dude. And he's 60 years old. This guy is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
absolutely insane. So yeah, excited to see that. Oppenheimer, that Dot says he wants to come on the podcast, and
Yeah, might
um,
might be one of our first special guests.
yeah, exactly. July 21st, which comes out the same day as Barbie. All I know is I'm going to see Barbie first and then Oppenheimer because that movie looks great with Margot Robbie.
You think that
And
movie looks good, but Indiana Jones
yes,
doesn't?
yes,
Impossible. That movie looks awful.
dude, it looks great. It has Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling
I mean,
and
yeah,
Will Ferrell,
yeah,
and
great
it has
actors, but that movie looks awful.
and Sammy Lou. Dude, it's gonna be great.
I don't know.
It's gonna be great. No, I'm just kidding. I think Oppenheimer's gonna be better.
Sure.
So definitely gonna see that one first. Definitely gonna give Barbie a watch though, just to see how it is.
I
Um,
mean, yeah, maybe I probably won't.
yeah, you probably won't. I definitely will.
No, I
And then
won't.
the last one I want to talk about is in August, which is Blue Beetle, which uh DC movie. So a lot these last two DC movie, The Flash and Blue Beetle, kind of weird to see what's gonna go with them because James Gunn and Peter Safran are in charge over there at DC.
Sure.
So it's like basically if Marvel just decided to just hire somebody brand new, it would be like, is these movies still canon to like the whole like thing they're going on? So interesting to see what they're gonna do with these movies. But yeah, but I would say out of these movies, I really want to see Across the Spider-Verse. Then I'm really excited to see Flash, and then probably No Hard Feelings. Those are probably the three that I'm most excited to see for first. But you have any ones that you're excited to see, or which one do you think is gonna be the worst?
Um, yeah, that was a lot of movies right there, my man.
It was a lot
Uh,
of movies, dude. So I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy.
yeah. If I had to take a guess how many I'm gonna see in theaters, I'd say one. Not because they're gonna be bad.
I give you three. I give
I,
you
s-
three.
I say one. Um, maybe two.
What's the one you're gonna say?
I'll probably see Indiana Jones
Really?
just for Harrison Ford. I'm
I'm
just gonna go
definitely gonna
see
see
it.
Indiana Jones too.
Yeah. I probably won't ever. I'll probably see the Spider Verse when it comes out on Disney Plus. I'll probably see Oppenheimer actually, and that's probably about it.
Yeah, Oppenheimer I think is gonna be really good. That movie, dude, has Robert Downey Jr. in it.
Yeah. No, it's a
Yeah,
great cast, and
they
it's
got
kind of
Josh
about
Beck, bro. It's got Josh Beck.
yeah, Josh Beck.
Yeah, Josh Beck, isn't he? Or no, it's not, no. That yeah, Josh Beck, isn't he the guy from Drake and Josh?
Oh, Peck. Yeah.
Peck. Oh, I
Peck.
said
Yeah.
Beck. Yeah, Josh Peck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah. No. So I mean, yeah, a lot of good movies there. So definitely excited for the summer here. So
yeah,
I
dude,
mean,
a
yeah,
lot
I'm
of
excited
great
to see
ones.
some of them eventually when they come out. I'm the opposite of you. I'm not the type to go to the movies right away. I'd
Yeah,
rather not rather, but I just when it comes out at home, I'll see it at home.
and you're gonna watch Dune and fall asleep.
But yeah, I'm not wasting my time on that again. Maybe I will. Well, before the second one comes out, I'll watch it again. But see, look, I'm scratching the mosquito bites.
What is that? 21 or
Yeah,
22?
probably. It's absurd. It's absurd. Um, but yeah, so that was our little movie topic, and as we like to always end, we're gonna end with our nice little game.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah. So our game today, we're gonna go back to a favorite me and Carl had in the past, and we're gonna do start, bench, and cut of
Yeah,
some
you want
random
to start us
topics.
off?
Yeah, sure. I'll start us off. I don't remember what I did last time, folks, so I'm sorry if I repeat, but I don't think I will. So this first one I have is ice cream, French fries, and pizza.
Ooh,
Which one you starting? Which one you benching? Which one you cutting? And this is
that is
just like for the
so
rest of your life.
hard.
Rest of
That
your
is so
life.
hard.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna start pizza because I think I could eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and not have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different types of pizza you can have, so I literally would just have pizza all the time. Starting
Yeah.
pizza. Two, this is so hard. I'm going to it's two. I'm gonna have to do ice cream. I just have to because
What do you mean
you take
two? Are you cutting it? Are you starting it?
no no yeah sorry I'm
I mean,
benching ice cream,
benching ice cream.
benching ice cream, and then unfortunately I'm cutting fries. That actually pains me because I think if you put a whole bowl of fries in front of me, like
Yeah.
if you went to Five Guys and you ordered like three or four large fries, I
Yeah.
probably could sit down and eat the whole thing
I
because I
believe
just
it.
love fries that much. But ice cream just takes away so much from dessert. You need to have that. So
Yeah.
I have to cut it fries and I'm benching ice cream and then starting pizza.
Wow. Yeah, I'd probably make the
Yeah,
same. I make the same decision as you. As much as I
yeah,
love fries as a side, I feel like I could go other directions. So
yeah. That was tough. That was a tough one.
yeah.
For you, I actually have kind of the same topic for food.
Okay.
So I'm going food styles:
Oh boy.
Mexican, Italian, and halal.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Yes, because I know you with all. Actually, I don't know Italian, but halal, like I know you love, and I know you love Mexican because but you got to think about it though. With Mexican, you get everything. You get the food, you get
Oh, it's
the drinks.
drinks.
Yeah, you get all that. Same thing with Italian, you get the wine, halal,
Yeah.
you get all that crap.
Yeah.
Everything. The spices. So if you don't like halal, you can't have any of the halal spices.
Hmm. Interesting. Halal. All three foods are definitely staples in my diet.
Yeah, that's a
But if I had to think, I think I would cut halal
damn.
only for the fact that I don't have it as much, mainly on like, New York City little streetcars and stuff. And just kind of when I go home, there's not really a halal food place near me right now
What
in
about
Connecticut.
Shaw's?
They don't have one in Connecticut near me.
Really?
When I go back to
Hmm.
Long Island, I have it. Like I just had it this past weekend.
Did you?
Yeah. Uh, and then I'll probably bench Italian. Can't go wrong with penne alla vodka, chicken parm, all that good stuff. And
Damn.
then nice maybe glass of wine with it. And then I'm gonna start Mexican. Nothing better than some tacos,
Yeah.
quesadillas, and the margarita with it too. I mean, just a classic. I feel universally liked pretty much by anyone is just margarita and tacos. So
Yeah,
that I'm starting.
they definitely got the best cuisines,
Yeah,
Mexican.
yeah,
If I
yeah.
said that right. Hopefully I did.
Cuisine. I think it is
Cuisine. Yeah,
cuisine.
I think I got
Yeah.
that right.
Good job. Good job.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So we're gonna switch a little to video games here.
Oh, I like this one.
Yeah. So we're gonna go Super Smash Bros, Mario Kart, and Super Mario Bros.
Wow. Mm.
Yeah. So kind of a couple Mario themed games in some senses.
That's a good one. That's a good one. This one's gonna, take some time. I'm gonna say I'm gonna cut Super Mario Bros.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I mean, I know that's like the original one, but
Yeah.
I just love the other two so much more. I'm gonna bench Mario Kart and then I'm gonna start Smash Bros because I love that game so much, especially when we
Yeah.
used to play late nights after work,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
and we would tell Chef Eddie we were going to go smash after work, and he was like, "You guys are so weird."
Yeah. Yeah. We definitely had a lot of fun playing Super Smash at like
Who was your
12.
character again?
I was Meta Knight.
Yeah, you were Megan. Yeah, Meta Knight,
Yeah,
dude. He was.
which is kind of a cheeser, kind of because I could just I would just constantly mash one of the buttons and he just spun with his sword. And if it was a map where you can't go any further, I would just spin you off the map. And
Yep,
I
yep.
really didn't have a lot of skill at that game, but I used like kind of the OP character in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that one. I liked the Pokemon trainer
Yeah,
and I liked Ness.
Ness.
Ness, yeah, he would just go "Woo," and then hit you with the bat. It was freaking
Yeah,
sick.
yeah. No, that game is great. I would love to get. I've been trying to tell Taylor to get a Nintendo Switch
Oh yeah,
so
have
we
her
can get all
buy
those games. Yeah, I'm not getting that.
it. All right, I got one more for you too, my friend. I
Okay.
have movie treats.
Oh.
To stay on the topic of movies. Popcorn, candy, and soda.
Hmm. Interesting. Um, I'd have to cut soda.
Really?
Only in the movie senses. I don't want to drink it because if you know me, even if I
You gotta
have a
pee.
small sip of anything, I'm gonna have to pee 6 times.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna want to waste any part of the movie going to the bathroom. Uh, and then I'll go popcorn. I'll bench it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll bench
Okay.
popcorn because usually when I go to the movies, that's why I'm gonna start candy because I usually get M&Ms.
Yeah, I feel like M&M's is a good candy to get and just
Yeah,
snack on the whole time.
yeah. I usually finish it right before the movie starts because I can't. I have no self
During
control
the
during the coming
trailers. Yeah.
attractions.
Yeah. They give you
Yeah.
so many though in those like that big box. I feel like for me, like I still eat them throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, one of the funniest things is when you told me to like mix the M&Ms and the popcorn into one bag because you get like the saltiness and the chocolate
Yeah,
and all that
yeah.
stuff. And I never forgot. I forgot what movie we were even seeing, but you told me to do that. So I dumped the entire bag of M&Ms in the popcorn, not realizing that they were all going to just fall directly to the bottom. So I was eating so much popcorn because I really was craving these
Just wanted the
M&Ms
M&Ms,
that
yeah.
my stomach hurt so bad because I couldn't even enjoy the movie. I was like wrist deep into this popcorn.
Oh,
I was just
that's
all
so funny.
greasy on my arm, and yeah, it was a tough watch, whatever movie it was. But
Oh, that's great,
yeah, so
dude.
you messed me up there.
Yeah, I feel like I feel bad. I gotta take some responsibility there for that because it
Yeah, you
was my
should.
idea.
You should really teach me better.
Honestly, to be honest with you, I don't do it as much anymore because the same shit happens to me.
Thanks.
What I'll do is I'll have both and I'll like grab a couple and then I'll grab a couple M&Ms and I'll just go like this.
Yeah.
I'll just put them in together because I got pissed the same way you did. I was like, "Where are the
Yeah, yeah,
M&Ms?"
no, they fall directly to the bottom. It doesn't make any sense. They go
Yeah,
right
I
through the
know.
cracks.
I don't know, it's like buoyancy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it. Maybe no, that's not it. What am I
No,
saying?
it's definitely
It has
not.
to do with water. It's just straight up gravity.
It's just gravity. It's just because it's heavier.
Yeah, and I know you're not watching. I kept the TV on. Mets just won 2-0.
Let's go Mets, baby. Let's go Mets.
Yep, Senga
Dude, I was
one
trying to put
hit.
it on my phone. It was saying that my internet connection wasn't working, but I don't know how that's even possible because we're on Zoom right now.
Yeah, yeah, it's whack. Yeah, they won 2-0. Senga 7 innings, one hit ball, 9 Ks, and then Ottavino and Robertson came in 8 and 9, closed the door, two
Dude, they're
nothing.
gonna blow out their arms. They use them every game.
I mean, yeah, if not having Diaz in that bullpen
It's
stinks.
so trash because they're relying so much on the backup guys. And they definitely need to get an arm at half or some or at
Yeah,
the deadline.
I think they
They need
will.
it with the All-Star break. They need to get an arm.
Yeah, I think they definitely will. But
Yeah, hopefully we'll see.
yeah,
I hope they don't get rid of though anybody good that I like. I want them to call up Mauricio soon.
yeah. Well, it depends what kind of move they want to pull off. But if they want to pull off a blockbuster, they'll probably have to get rid of at least Mauricio and maybe
Yeah,
another guy Ramirez.
sucks because
But
he's the only one that's not like up right now. So
yeah,
he's like kind of like the first one that's probably gonna go. I think he's gonna be the best one out of those three that just are the out of those four.
yeah,
Um, Beatty, Vientos, Alvarez, and Mercurio. I think he's gonna be the best. So Mauricio, sorry,
yeah. Fair
but
enough.
who knows?
But yeah, hey, this is something we can also talk about off the air. Let's not bore these people anymore.
Well, yes, of course. Well, thank you everybody for following our ninth episode. We
Yep.
hope that you loved it. Me and Tyler have been having a really great time with us. Thank you to all of you who liked and commented on our last TikTok. We had the
Yeah.
most views we have ever had on a TikTok post. So we just want to shout out and say thank you again. We got
Yes.
11K views on one and close to 1,600 likes on another. So
Yeah.
thank you guys again so much for the support.
Yep.
All the new followers, thank you. Hopefully, some of you guys end up watching this on Friday, and we would just like to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We really appreciate it. We want to keep doing this. We want to keep getting better at our craft as
Yes.
two-man podcast.
Yeah.
So again, you have any comments, me and Tyler have had friends that have given us some feedback,
Please.
both good and both bad. Tell us what you like more. Do you
Yeah.
like us talking about the sports? Do you want us talking about more college stories? Do you
Yeah.
guys want us to talk more about movies? Do you guys want us to just, sit here and just give you a daily dose of our lives? I don't know what you guys want,
Yeah.
but give us some feedback. Let us know. Follow the Instagram, buy some merch, and let's go Mets.
Yes, yes. Like Carl said, follow the Instagram, follow the TikTok. Let us know in the comments. We'll put some suggestion box, if you will, out there, so you guys can tell us, give us some constructive criticism, what you like, what you don't like, and yeah, just keep supporting the Two Man Podcast. We really appreciate it. We're really having a lot of fun, and me and Carl talked about it. I believe next episode will be number 10, and we
Number
should
10 and
be
our
having a
first
special
guest.
guest.
Yes, our first guest.
Our first guest is coming. We're working out the details with a couple people.
Yeah, I've been talking to his agent, so
Yes,
hopefully he'll get back to me within the next day or so.
yes,
Yeah.
but yeah, but come, yeah. So come next time. We should be having our guest, and we'll see how that one goes. But till next time, folks. We'll see you.
Let's go. Two man forever, baby. Let's go.
Peace.